It is commonly that no one likes facing adversity and misfortune and at the same time, loves prosperity and good luck. However, in reality, life itself is not an paved flat path and always has its ups and downs. Also, can we make it certain that something is absolutely good or bad to us? Can we clearly distinguish what is good and what is bad indeed? Most of us may say that it is pretty easy to tell their difference. We see the things that are pleasing us good and displeasing us bad. But is it just that simple? Is it really the case in life? If we can take a deeper thought, we can find that sometimes an initial loss or setback may not be absolutely bad or even can turn out to be a blessing in disguise, while a seemingly blessing and good thing may, on the contrary, bring about misfortune and calamity later on. There is a short story written by a group of ancient Chinese philosophers on this. Let's hear what the story is about now. There lived a man who is skilled in fortune-telling. One day, his horse at home suddenly strayed away and ran into the land of the foreign country. Because of this unfortunate incident, the man's neighbors all felt sorry for his loss and came to his house to comfort him. But that man, who was a father, said that, what if this loss can become a blessing? Months later, the lost horse came back from the land of the foreign country. And the horse was being accompanied by another fine horse. Thus, the man's neighbors came to his house again but to congratulate him for his unexpected good fortune. Yet again, the man said, what if this gain can bring about a loss? As the man's family has gained a wealth of good horses, the man's son enjoyed riding them. Unluckily, the man's son had fallen from the horse and got the leg broken. Once again, the man's neighbors felt sorry for the misfortune and came to console the father. The man then said again, what if this misfortune can later become a blessing? 1 year after the son's accident, the foreign country launched an attack to invade the man's country. So all the physically fit young male were called upon to fight in the war for protecting their homeland. 9 out of 10 inhabitants living in the Borderland died in the war. As the son became a cripple due to the accidental fall from the horse, both the father and the son were spared from the war and lived. The story then ended with a few lines of explanation note as follows. Therefore, initial fortune and gain may beget misfortune and loss later, while immediate misfortune and loss can be indeed a disguise of blessings and gains in the future. They are intertwined and changed into each other continuously, and it is impossible to distinct their true natures. This story is from an ancient Chinese text called Huai Nan, which is a collective philosophical works written by the king of Huainan and his followers. The content was mainly composed by basing on Daoism, as well as combining the thoughts of Confucianism, legalism, yin-yang and 5 elements concept. It is generally regarded as a work consisted of miscellaneous schools of thoughts. So, what we can learn from this Daoist story. Firstly, don't be too pessimistic when bad things happen. If you are experiencing a difficult time or encountering some misfortunes now in your life, don't be too negative and pessimistic. The chances are that the current misfortunate event may turn out to be some blessings in the near future. So, don't think that it is the end of the world. The best is yet to come. Secondly, don't be overly happy when unexpected good things happen, but be cautious all the time. We will of course feel happy and being lucky if something good come unexpectedly. But this is exactly the time we have to be cautious, since they may possibly contain seeds of misfortunate outcome later. Indeed, the misfortunate event always happens due to the reason of one being overly happy and obsessed with the windfall. As a result, one may become too confident and believe one is invincible. Eventually, one may simply let down the guard by taking things lightly, as well as stop being as careful and cautious as before. From the story, the man's son was fallen accidentally from the horse because the family is having extra horse for them to ride on. A small careless mistake may deal one a great bolt. Thirdly, be noted that we are in an ever-changing world. The Greek philosopher, Heraclitus, in more than 2,000 years ago already said that everything flows, one cannot step into the same river twice, and the only constant in life is change. Similarly, the story tells us that the world is in constant change, and so life situations are hard to be predicted. The father, who is a skilled fortune teller, fully understands that. Indeed, the factors affecting the world and one's life are so complex that it is impossible to foresee and evaluate the unfathomable future. The numerous twists and turns in reality may drive seemingly blessings and good lucks into curses and calamities, and vice versa. Fourthly, we have to try facing all ups and downs moderately. The father's life situation in the story is exactly rectifying Lao Tzu's teaching. No matter things are initially and superficially deemed as good or bad, one should see them calmly and without prejudice. It is not prudent to give haste estimation and judgment on the nature of events in life, because a world in constant change makes it hard to give precise prediction on everything. Moreover, it is impossible to reckon all the factors, known as well as hidden underneath, and forecast the future outcome. Therefore, just like the man in the story, one should not make haste judgment, and the smart move is to treat everything in your life without excessive likes or dislikes. According to the Daoism teaching, a sage and truly intelligent person will possess the moderate and unbiased mindset to view everything in life with discretion and meticulous estimation. Fifthly, let's be prepared for what may come forth. Another thing we can learn the Daoist story is that we have to prepare for what may come next. We already learnt that the factors and events affecting future are closely intertwined. Its complexity is beyond one's comprehension. Therefore, we should get ourselves well prepared for the things may come forth. It is not only that we need to make contingency plan, but also be mentally prepared for the unforeseeable future. Just like the father in the story, he already understood that fortunate can beget misfortunate, and so is the other way around. One, therefore, must then have the expectation and mental strength, or in our modern term, the adversity quotient, to face the unfathomable future. In short, if you can prepare yourself to accept things as they are, you are able to keep on going in the bad times, and during the good times, you can still act meticulously to avoid potential calamity. Lastly, let's hear what Lao Tzu, the founder of Daoism, said in his book Tao Te Ching, as a concluding remark. Fortune and misfortune derive each other. What appears to be misfortune initially may pave the way for fortune. What appears firstly to be fortune may pave the way for misfortune. So, who can give the absolute and final judgment? There is no standardized answer to that. What deems correct can be proved later wrong. What seems good may be seen then bad. Mankind has been fallen in this delusion for a long time. If you enjoy watching this video, please kindly like and share it. Also, it will be nice if you can leave us a comment below and subscribe to our channel too.